Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best camera smartphone.
Starting at number 5.
Apple iPhone. There are still just two lenses on the back of the iPhone 15, but they are not the same pair as you found on the iPhone 14. Okay, the 12MP ultra-wide is basically the same, but the main camera is now the same 48MP lens that you'll find on the iPhone 14 Pro. That's not the same sensor as the larger one that now resides inside the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max, mind. Even so, this is a significant upgrade from the iPhone 14's 12MP main camera, and all of the cameras are backed by the last-gen A16 Bionic and an upgraded image pipeline technology, photonic engine and computational photography, that affords a few cool, new photography features. Video quality is still excellent and you can shoot up to 4K 60 frames per second. You'll enjoy shooting in cinematic mode, which lets you add a short focus effect to all your videos and choose which subject or object you want to focus on while you shoot. If you didn't like your initial choice, you can always edit and select a different focus subject.
Coming at number 4.
Google Pixel 8a. For a bargain phone, the Google Pixel 8a takes very good, unfussy photos that look as good as the images you'll get from a much better camera phone, as long as you don't zoom in too close. The 64MP main sensor produces images that are only 16MP resolution, using pixel binning to combine pixel data, and the images have great color and lighting, especially compared to the Pixel 8 Pro. When you zoom in close, you can see a loss of detail, but for sharing online and sending photo messages, the Pixel 8a is a great choice. You can even fix old photos that you didn't take with the Pixel 8a, as long as they are uploaded to Google Photos. With Google Photos, you also get Magic Editor to change your photo background or move objects around, as well as the Magic Audio Eraser in the video recorder, which can isolate noises in the background of recordings. These photography tricks are one of the Pixel's biggest selling points, and you get the same great tools on the Pixel 8a that you'll find on Google's most expensive Pixel 8 phones. Even better, Google says the Pixel 8a will also get 7 years of Android OS updates, so you can keep this camera phone for a long time.
At number 3.
Google Pixel. The main camera on the Pixel 8 Pro is considerably better than the camera on the Pixel 7 Pro, but the improvements can be hard to explain. The lens on the camera has a f/1.65 aperture, which is wider than the f/1.9 aperture in last year's lens, and while the number is lower, a wider aperture is better because it lets in more light, and the improvement is exponential and not linear. The f/1.65 lens on the Pixel 8 Pro is an amazing feat, while the f/1.9 aperture on last year's Pixel 7 Pro was a thoroughly unimpressive spec. See, the numbers are confusing, and it's just not an easy spec to boast about. The iPhone 15 Pro uses an f/1.8 lens on its main camera, which won't let as much light through, but of course there are plenty of other factors to consider. Compared to my iPhone 15 Pro Max, some photos looked better when shot with the Pixel 8 Pro, but others, especially night pics and low-light images, looked better taken with the iPhone. That's surprising, but there are still some reasons for Google to brag.
Number 2 of my list.
iPhone 15 Pro. Apple has finally embraced zoom, with periscope technology that folds lenses and mirrors to give us real, 5x optical zoom on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Unfortunately, the iPhone 15 Pro got left behind with less range, but that makes the iPhone 15 Pro Max the easier choice if you want the best iPhone camera, hands down. The big iPhone 15 Pro Max doesn't just get superior zoom range, it also uses a 6-axis stabilizer, which can move in any direction to keep the camera steady while you're taking photos or shooting video. It makes a big difference, especially when you zoom in all the way. For every type of photography, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is a great improvement over past iPhone cameras, and it holds its own against any other smartphone you can buy. For video recording, the iPhone 15 Pro Max truly excels. It has dynamic range and a level of detail and quality that are unparalleled, especially when you are recording in Apple's ProRes format at the highest resolution and frame rate.
And number 1.
Samsung Galaxy S24. The Galaxy S24 Ultra retains the Ultra title as our best camera phone for its versatility, but Samsung has also taken strides to improve image quality all around, making this phone a great choice for every photo situation. Photos from the Galaxy S24 Ultra look more natural than images we've taken with past Samsung phones, and even the iPhone 15 Pro could look cold and lifeless by comparison. The 200MP main sensor is still around, and this time it's been greatly improved with better color and more dynamic range than before. The blurry background in photos looks more natural than digitized, and the camera was very consistent in its results. Of course, the big question is whether the 5x zoom camera on the Galaxy S24 Ultra is a downgrade from the 10x zoom on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. While you might not see as many fine details on images from the newest Ultra, the photos are still much better all around. Noise is greatly reduced, and color is improved, which makes most images just look better, even though the zoom isn't looking as far.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.